Sora was OpenAI's AI video generation platform, and when it launched, it was one of the most talked-about AI releases in recent memory. The capability demonstrations were genuinely impressive. The public response was enormous. And then, on April 26, 2026, OpenAI shut it down. In this video, we are covering what Sora at its peak was actually capable of, what its real limitations were, why OpenAI discontinued it, and where the technology lives now. Let's get into it. What Sora 2 could actually do. Sora 2 was OpenAI's final and most capable version of the platform before the shutdown. Understanding what it was actually capable of at its peak is worth covering clearly, because a lot of the public discourse around Sora mixed up early demonstrations with the final version's actual production capabilities. The core capability was text-to-video and image-to-video generation. You typed a descriptive prompt, and Sora generated a video clip from scratch. The visual quality at its best, particularly for atmospheric and environmental footage, was among the most photorealistic AI video output available at the time. You could also upload a static image and have Sora animated into video, while preserving the character, style, and compositional elements of the original image. The clip length capability in Sora 2 was a significant upgrade from earlier versions. Where the first generation of Sora produced 6-second clips, Sora 2 extended that to 25 seconds of generated video in a single generation. For short-form content and social media clips, this was a meaningful practical improvement, though it still fell short of what platforms like Runway were offering for longer multi-scene productions. One of Sora 2's most technically ambitious features was synchronized audio generation. Rather than generating silent video that required a separate audio track to be added in post-production, Sora 2 could generate sound effects, ambient noise, and in some cases dialogue, synchronized to character lip movements within the same generation pass. The result was a single generation that produced both the visual and audio layers simultaneously, which was technically impressive even where the audio quality did not always match the best dedicated audio generation tools. The character cameo feature allowed users to upload a video of themselves or an object and inject that footage into a generated scene. Sora would attempt to composite the uploaded element into the generated environment with stylistic consistency, creating a result where a real person or object appeared within an AI-generated world. The accuracy of this feature varied, depending on the complexity of the scene and the quality of the uploaded footage. Multi-shot consistency was another distinguishing capability. Rather than generating independent clips where characters and environments varied between generations, Sora 2 could maintain consistent character appearances and environmental details across multiple shots within a sequence. For narrative content requiring the same character to appear in different scenes, this consistency significantly reduced the post-production work required to make the footage usable. Where Sora genuinely struggled. Even at its peak, Sora had documented and consistent limitations that distinguished it from what the most impressive demonstration footage suggested. Cause and effect physics was the most persistently cited technical weakness. When a character in a generated scene took a bite from a piece of food, the food did not change shape in response. When an object was dropped, its trajectory and impact did not always follow physically plausible rules. When liquid poured, the fluid dynamics were often approximate rather than accurate. These failures were not random glitches, but consistent patterns reflecting a gap between the visual plausibility of the generated footage and its physical accuracy. For cinematic content, where the camera movement and visual aesthetic carry the scene, this limitation was manageable. For content requiring accurate representation of physical interactions, it was a significant constraint. Directorial control was the second major limitation. Specific camera angles were difficult to specify with precision through text prompts. Requesting a Dutch angle, a specific lens focal length, or a particular camera movement, and receiving exactly what was described was inconsistent. The platform responded better to atmospheric and compositional descriptions than to precise technical cinematography specifications. For filmmakers who needed exact control over camera behavior, this unpredictability required multiple regenerations to find an acceptable result. The shutdown, what happened and why? On April 26, 2026, OpenAI officially shut down the Sora standalone platform and web experience. This was not a gradual wind-down or a quiet deprecation. It was a definitive closure of the consumer-facing product that had been one of OpenAI's most high-profile launches. The operating cost was a significant factor. Reports estimated that running the Sora platform was costing OpenAI approximately $1 million per day in compute and infrastructure. At that burn rate, sustaining a standalone consumer product would require either a subscription model priced high enough to cover costs, which would have dramatically reduced the user base, or indefinitely absorbing those losses while the product generated no direct revenue. The strategic shift toward robotics and physical world simulation research was cited as the other major driver. OpenAI's research priorities in 2026 moved toward understanding how AI systems can interact with and navigate the physical world. The video generation technology developed for Sora was relevant to these research directions, but the consumer-facing video product was not aligned with where the organization was directing its engineering and research investment. The combination of unsustainable operating costs and a strategic pivot away from consumer video as a standalone product made the shutdown the predictable outcome in retrospect, even though it surprised many users when it happened. Where the technology lives now. The shutdown of the Sora platform does not mean the technology disappeared. OpenAI integrated the core Sora capabilities directly into ChatGPT for subscribers on the Plus, Team, and Enterprise tiers. ChatGPT Plus subscribers can now access video generation capabilities through the ChatGPT interface without needing a separate Sora account or subscription. The video generation is accessed through the same conversational interface used for text and image generation. You describe what you want, ChatGPT generates the video, and the output appears within the conversation. The feature set available through ChatGPT integration covers the core text-to-video and image-to-video capabilities of the Sora model. For developers who were using the Sora API to build applications and integrations, OpenAI has announced a sunset timeline. The Sora API will remain operational until September 24, 2026, giving developers a window to migrate their applications to alternative video generation APIs or to the ChatGPT API, depending on their specific integration requirements. After that date, the API will be fully taken offline. The practical implication for most users is that accessing Sora's video generation capabilities now requires a ChatGPT Plus subscription. For users who already subscribe to ChatGPT Plus for other features, the video generation capability is an included addition. For users who are accessing Sora as their only OpenAI product, the transition requires subscribing to ChatGPT Plus to maintain access. The alternatives that filled the gap. Sora's shutdown created a gap in the AI video generation market that competing platforms moved to fill quickly. Understanding the current landscape helps contextualize what Sora's discontinuation actually means for creators and developers who relied on it. Google Veo 3 is the most technically capable alternative in the current market. Available through Google's AI tools and integrated into the broader Google ecosystem, Veo 3 produces cinematic quality video with strong photorealism and, notably, native audio generation synchronized to the video output. For creators who valued Sora's ambition toward integrated audio-visual generation, Veo 3 delivers on that capability at a level that the final version of Sora was approaching but had not fully achieved. Runway continues to operate as the most feature-rich dedicated video generation platform with the deepest professional toolset, including motion brush, camera controls, and IVFPQ search video generation. Runway was the platform most often cited as the professional alternative to Sora during Sora's operational period, and that position remains unchanged. Kling 3.0, from the Chinese AI company Kuaishou, has emerged as a strong competitor in the international market. with particular strengths in realistic human motion and extended clip generation. For users whose primary requirement is photorealistic human movement in generated footage, Kling is a competitive option worth evaluating. Pika continues to serve the fast iteration social media content use case where generation speed and creative stylistic effects matter more than photorealistic fidelity. What Sora's rise and fall actually tells us. Sora's story from viral launch to shutdown in under 18 months carries practical lessons for anyone who builds workflows around AI tools. The operating cost reality of generative AI at scale is more significant than most users consider when evaluating platforms. Generating a high-quality 25-second video requires substantial compute resources. A platform offering this at low or no cost to consumers is either subsidizing that cost from other revenue streams, raising capital to cover operating losses, or planning a transition to a pricing model that makes the economics work. Sora was doing all three simultaneously, and ultimately, none of them resolved the fundamental cost structure problem. The integration path that OpenAI took, moving Sora's capabilities from a standalone product into ChatGPT, is likely to be the model for how AI video generation becomes sustainable at scale. Rather than standalone products competing for separate subscriptions, video generation becomes a feature within a broader AI subscription that spreads the cost across a larger user base and a wider range of use cases. For creators and developers building workflows around AI video tools, the Sora shutdown is a reminder that standalone AI platforms in this space are operating in a financially challenging environment. Building critical workflow dependencies on a single platform carries discontinuation risk that diversification across multiple tools mitigates. Sora was genuinely impressive, genuinely limited in specific ways, and ultimately genuinely unsustainable as a standalone product. The technology it pioneered is continuing through ChatGPT's integration and through the competitive pressure it put on platforms like Runway, Veo, and Kling to advance their own capabilities faster than they otherwise would have. If this helped you understand what happened with Sora and where AI video generation stands now, drop a comment below. And for more AI tool news and comparisons like this one, make sure you subscribe. We will see you in the next one.